Welcome to another flow sequence. We're going to be spending a lot of time on our mat this morning. I brought my blocks with me and a towel. As working outdoors, again, I find that I need the blocks for stabilization. Inside a studio or in your home, the surface is 100% flat, so you can get your balance a whole lot easier. Outside, you're distracted, literally in this setting here in California, by a ton of birds. I've seen quite a few squirrels running around, and so you kind of get lost in a moment and lose your focus and concentration. So blocks are my buddy. I need them. So let's start at the top of our mat and start with positioning our feet firmly into the mat beneath you. As soon as we do that, you've heard me say over and over again, you feel your legs engage in the process. So from the feet, ankles, knees, have your thighs touch, squeeze your glutes, engage the center of your core, lengthen the sternum, roll the shoulders down and back, all the way down your arm. So from your toes, an energy line, toes, legs, spine, shoulders, arms. Really nice inhale breaths in your chest. Exhale through the mouth. Fill your lungs and release. Fill the chest, the side intercostals, the belly, and release. Let's try that again. Chest, side intercostals, belly, and release. Bring that navel right into your spine to press the air out. Looking down at our feet, we'll bend our ankles and knees, crouching down, hands behind, back onto our bottom. Sitting nice and tall. Really nice and tall. Arms out in front. Inhale into your chest and release halfway down. Inhale into your chest and all the way up. Let's do that again. Inhale and back. Inhale. Release your breath. This time we'll inhale and go all the way down to the mat. Very slow. Vertebrae by vertebrae, touching the mat. Slow and controlled. Inhale. And ease back. Really use your core. And down. Bring those feet nice and close to your bottom. Pressing your feet down. Rolling your shoulder blades down. Use your hands on the mat. Inhale, roll up with the hips. Really press the shoulders down. Squeeze your glutes. And lower back down. The key here is nice and slow. Inhale again. Press those hips up and release. Let's do one more. Inhale, rise up. pressing those shoulders in, and release. While we're on the mat, we'll also give the back of our quads, thighs, and if you have lower back, you're going to feel it in through here, and the sciatic nerve, a really good stretch. So crossing my left leg over my right. With my hands, I'll reach through and grab my right leg and pull it in. Really feel the stretch. So if you have any lower back problems, check with your doctor first before doing any exercises. But this really helps loosen my lower back and my hips. You can point and flex your right toes. You can lean slightly over to the right on your mat to get even a bigger stretch in through the back. Really pull that leg in. Pointing and flexing. Release your hands, let your right foot fall to the mat. Switch sides. This one will come over. Switching sides. Again, reach up through, really pull that knee in on the left side. Point and flex the left. These trees are so beautiful in this park. Lean a little over to the left. Slight movement, and you'll feel that further stretch into the back part of your legs. I always love to try to do more things in a pose so my ankles get some rotations, pointing and flexing. Good. Release the hands, let that foot fall. Replace the other right foot on the mat. From here, we'll use your core, rolling back up, and we'll start some spinal work. So, from the top of our mat, what I'm first going to do is scooch my bum back and have my legs nice and straight. Sitting nice and tall. Sitting nice and tall. Really press your tummy in, and we're going to get some leg stretches in by pointing your toes down. Arms back. Pressing up and really trying to flatten those toes, and then up. Sit nice and tall, back down. Back up with the feet. Press them down again. Back up. Good. I'm going to put my right leg over my left. My right shin. My right arm wraps around my right shin. Reaching forward with my left, reaching up and back. Looking over your left shoulder. I like to keep my left foot completely flexed up, so my toes are pointing up to the sky. Some good chest breaths. Releasing. These birds sound so pretty. Look forward, then turn to release that spine. Leg across, and then we'll do the other side. Left over right. Wrapping with that left arm. Right arm pushes forward, up, and follow it back. You'll feel the stretch in from that side of your spine running along the back. Look forward, then turn to release the spine. And now, this time, we're going to cross our legs in front of us. So I'll start on my right side, tucking my right foot up, right knee bent. I'm going to just lean back on my hands, and then with my left foot, move it over top of that right leg. Nice and tall. Really good stretch. Opening up those hips. Breathing in through your chest. You can point and flex that left toe that you're so close to. Press into those hands. Nice tall chest. Release that foot and down. And then we'll scoot to the other side. So the left knee is bent, and this time the right foot goes over. Check, see if I got anything underneath my feet. Nope, they're clean. You never know out here, all these leaves. Get nice and tall. Rotating my ankles. So nice and tall, nice straight chest. To get a really good stretch in, my right knee, if you press it towards the top of your mat, you'll get a really good stretch in those hip flexors. Release the right. Sit straight up. Curl your arms. And sit, oh, nice and tall. Hugging your shins. Tight little ball. See just how tight you can actually press and hold. All right. All right, let's get some movement into this one now. First, gonna put my hands back again. My right over my left. Getting back into it. And this time, left arm, twist. Oh, no. Right. So let's get some movement in this one. It's really stretching out that spine. Gonna move my feet out just a little. Left, back over the right. So my right goes over my left. First, sit nice and tall. Right arm, and twist around. Take some good breaths in. Birds are so active today. Release that foot. Left over right. Right arm here. And let's stretch back. Look forward, then turn to release. Some further stretching in for our hip flexors. What we'll do is first cross our legs to get yourself into position, sitting nice and tall. My right foot over my left, and reach back. Lengthen your sternum. See if you can find a little bit more rotation in through the center of your core. Especially after trying a lot of those other spine movements, you'll find that as your body warms up, you'll get even more movement. Look forward, release that foot, and we'll go to the other side. Left over the right, tuck that leg in, and stretch back. You can really feel it in this part of our back now. Look forward, then turn, releasing the feet now in front of you. Arms out, nice and tall, all the way back to our mat. Use your core. Knees up, and we're just gonna switch them from left to right. Palms down on the mat. Use your core to roll from side to side, nice and slow. Roll in, tuck into your hands, roll in, web your fingers, and press to your shins, squeezing those legs into your belly. Release the hands, let those both legs go straight up. Feet are nice and flat to the sky. You can feel it all through the back of your legs. Pressing that spine down into the mat, so navel to spine. Point and flex these toes. Good. Bend the knees, bring them into your chest, and with your hands, grab the inside of your feet and press your legs down to your sides. For a further stretch, bring your feet together. The flats of your feet, the bottoms are together, and now this time, pull those in towards you. Spine nice and flat on the mat. The more you pull those legs in, the bigger the stretch. Inhale into the chest, release your hands, let your knees come together, and then always one foot at a time, back to the mat, rolling up. Up onto our feet, all the way up, and we will get into some more core work and balance. So from the top of our mat, all I'm going to do is just turn around and use the length of my mat to get a really strong, long lunge. So I'll start so I'm facing you. I'm going to swing my left all the way forward, and my toes will be pointing towards the top of the mat on the left, and my right will be facing the side of the mat. Good lunge. Left hand on my left thigh, my right hand sweeping back, up, and around. Nice and slow and controlled, so you're looking up. Really pull that right arm over. Remembering to breathe. Transitioning out, I lift up and into a triangle. Left foot pivot into the side. Bring your hands down, pressing your palms into the mat. Inhale, roll up, and pivot the right foot to the mat. So you're already in your lunge. Lean that forward. Right forearm on that right leg. Reaching with your left all the way over and across. Really reach with that arm over top your head. Standing up out of it, pivot the foot around, and let's go down to another triangle. Inhale, rolling up into a flat back in your triangle. Lengthen your sternum forward. Put your hands on your thighs and press. Feel a really good stretch in the inside of your legs the whole way down. Inhale, roll up. I always arch my back up. Let's do another lunge sequence. Left foot pointing forward. This time, as we go down on our hands, turn the right foot so it's also facing forward and press down into our lunge. A modified position in this one, I'm actually going to use my block. Put it under my right hand, and in this low lunge, left arm up and over. Release the hand back down. Back into our triangle. Roll up. And we'll go the other way. Grabbing our block. This time it's on the right side of my foot. Leaning down into that low lunge. Left hand up and over. Keep breathing. Release the hand to the mat, pressing up into our triangle and into a forward fold. Roll up. Roll the shoulders back. Heel toe in until they're just about wider than your hips. And yeah, we're going to do some more stretches with these hip flexors. Hands together in the middle of your xiphoid. Press into the palms if you can. If you can only do this, that's fine. Great for your wrists. Be able to keep it all the way down to your palm. I'm going to slowly crouch down and stop halfway. Inhale, press up into your feet, and then onto your tippy toes. Back down on your feet. Inhale, a little bit further down. Press back up. Inhale, on the tippy toes. Inhale, back down. Further. And this time when we reach up, get to this point, on our tippy toes, reach the hands all the way up. And stretch. Release the hands. Back down onto your feet. Step into the middle of your mat. And we'll get into a little bit more of a balance sequence for you. In the middle of our mat, what we're going to do is a really good strength stretch hold, again for our hip flexors and lower back. So I will start by putting my weight first on my right foot and leg. Hips are square to the top of the mat. Thumbs out to shoulder height. Lengthen the sternum. The left foot comes up. Bring your hands into the middle. Bend the right knee. Bring the left knee up. Grab it with your left hand. And if you can stay here in position 1, good job. So from here, just going to bend my right knee a little. Reach out with my right hand. Focus on something just before my mat. Begin to hinge. And I pull my left leg up. Right leg back to center. Release the left. Find that comfy spot on the mat. For me, something that's level. Onto the right. Onto the right. Thumbs to shoulders and then straight out. Hips are square to the top of the mat. Lift that right foot. Bringing your hands into the middle. Focusing my concentration right above the top of my mat. Bend the left knee. Right hand grabs that right foot. And if you can stay here, that's position 1. And lengthen or even crouch down. To take it a step further, reach with your left hand, hinging and pulling that right leg up. Inhale, bring back forward with your chest. Release that right foot, and we'll do a forward fold. Inhale into a flat back. Press those hip bones up. Press the sit bones up. Lengthen the sternum. Gaze forward. Bend the ankles and knees. Rolling up. Shoulders down. And nice and tall. What I'll do now is just step to the back of my mat, and we'll do a little bit of a plank sequence. You know me, it's never a workout unless I can throw in a few planks. That was almost evil, wasn't it? It was almost like, I might edit that out. Or I might just go with it. Because you never know what comes out of this unscripted mouth. So you've been taking that time, hopefully, to breathe. Okay. The top of our mat, we'll get into our plank sequence. Inhale into the chest, bend the ankles and knees. And all I'm going to do is slide my hands down, first into our modified planks. Wrists directly below the shoulders. Lift that right knee in, stretch it back, stretch it up, stretch it back in, back all the way up to center, and then out to the side. Back in and down. Press into those hands. Left up. Crouch it in. Straight back first. Lift it up. Move it all the way back in again. Swing it up. Swing it back to center. And all the way out to the side. Back in and down. Stretch out your shoulder blades. Really reach with those hands. Forehead to mat. Inhale, look back to hands, moving back into our table. One more time. Right knee up, forward, swoosh it all the way back to center, out to the side, back in. Left to the center, swoosh back to the center, out to the side, back in. Release back down. Really see if you can reach those fingertips a little further. Inhale, looking up to our hands. Because we've stretched them, this time when we come up, we're going to step our right leg back, then our left into a full plank. Hips up, downward dog. Look into the middle of the mat. We walk our feet halfway, have our hands meet, go into your flat back. Have your hands meet, go into a flat back. Pump the knees, roll up. Stretch those shoulders down and back. Interlace those fingers. Forward fold. Lift those hands up above. Hands come down, lifting up, pump the knees to standing, roll the shoulders down, stretch those hands down even further. All the way down, forward fold, Lift those arms up. Release all the way back up to standing. The only other part I'd love to do with this one to make sure that our wrists have gotten their exercise, and along with the work that we did in our lower. So one of the last ones that I'm going to do is put your hands into the middle of your xiphoid. I'll turn towards you so you can see. Hands into the middle of your xiphoid, pressing the fingertips together. And then as we inhale, rotate those fingertips down, facing the bottom of the mat. See if you can get the tops of your hands together. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, rotate them back up. Inhale, rotate down as you crunch down into a sitting chair position. Inhale, rotate those fingertips back up. Press back up into your feet and press into your hands, lifting them up above you. And really stretch. Pressing the hands back together into your seated chair. And our right elbow will go to our left side. Back to center. Stretch up again, pressing in those fingertips, reaching up. Inhale, down into chair, fingers back in, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, look forward, turn, pressing up, releasing the fingers, and allowing yourself this moment to know you just did a full-on workout. Good for you. That's it for this segment. If you want to keep going with it, repeat this one and let me know your thoughts on it. Namaste.